working with Swadhisthana, with the sacral chakra today. We have been working on this for a little while, and we've been doing a lot with our hips, hip opening. So we have some new variations to work with today, but most of it is going to be actually quite relaxing. So just for a moment now, just sitting cross-legged, just sat up nice and tall, shift your sit bones. If you want to sit on a cushion or anything to elevate your hips, you can, and just rolling your shoulders back and down, tucking the chin down to lengthen the back of your neck. We're just going to start with this mudra, placing your one hand inside the other, it doesn't matter which way around, and your thumbs just touching, just resting that down into your lap, and just take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Exhale completely through your mouth. Good. And again, just inhale. As you exhale, just let your shoulders slide down your back. Just bringing yourself fully into this space, into this moment. All your cares and worries, any challenges that you are facing at this time, just breathe them away with every exhale. Starting to relax your upper body just a little bit more. Take your breath a little bit deeper if you can. Just a couple more breaths. Just feel any sensations now running through your body as you start to relax into this practice. Just 2 more breaths like this. One more breath. Just slowly inhale, extending your arms up and above your head. And as you exhale, just dropping your right arm down and reach over to the right ever so slightly. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, sweep around the front to the other side, just reaching over. And again, deep breath in, and exhale round. One more time. Exhale. Take a breath here. And then your next inhale, rising back up into the center. And see if you can exhale to hinge forwards and down. Relax the shoulders and the jaw and tuck in the head. Wonderful. And from this pose, you can either rock forward or just bring your legs around, pushing yourself back into downward dog. So lifting your hips up and back. Spaces between shoulders and ears, and just moving your legs around. Relax the shoulders and the jaw. And on your next breath, bending your knees and stepping your feet back into the center. Inhale, standing arch, lengthen through your spine. And exhale to fold. Soften your knees. Inhale, rise. Coming all the way up to standing. Exhale. Exhale, clasping your hands back behind, open through the chest and roll the shoulders back and down. Good. Soften knees and inhale to rise. Palms together and exhale all the way down the midline, tucking in the head. Inhale again, hands to shins and lengthen. And exhale, fold. From there, just walk your hands forward and take your feet back into downward dog. And gently coming down onto your knees, just sit back into child pose for a moment. On your next breath, sliding forwards, and we're just going to see if we can bring the chest and the chin down towards the ground. And then inhale to lower the hips and slide through, rolling the shoulders back and down. Wonderful. Exhale back into child pose for a moment, just stretching it through. So really think about your lower back as you do this. Good. And exhale, push back into downward dog, lift the hips. Bend your knees and step or walk the feet back in. Inhale, arch again, lengthen. And exhale to fold. Softening your knees as you rise up again. Squeeze palms together. And exhale, clasping your hands back behind, open through the chest. Let's do that again. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands come down the center, tucking the head. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Once again, walk your hands forward and step your feet back into downward dog. Just really tilting your hips up towards the ceiling as you press the heels towards the ground. As you gently come down on your knees and sit back into child pose. Inhale to rise, exhale, dropping your chest and your chin, and inhale into cobra. And again, exhale, sit back into your child pose. Pushing back into downward dog, lift those hips up and back. Bending your knees and stepping your feet back in. Inhale, lengthen. So try and enjoy every moment of this sun salutation. Exhale, fold. Softening your knees as you rise, coming all the way back up. Palms together and squeeze. Exhale, clasping your hands back behind you. One more time like this. We inhale, extend. Exhale down through the midline. Inhale, hands to shins, roll the shoulders back. And exhale to fold. Hands walk forward and feet step back. As you come down on your knees, just sitting back into your heels and stretch. Slowly lifting as you exhale through chest and chin, and inhale to lift. Exhale back into child pose. So we're getting lots of movement now through the spine. On your next breath, pushing back into downward dog, lift the hips. Bending your knees and stepping your feet back into the center again. Inhale, lengthen. exhale to fold. Soften and rise. Palms together and squeeze. Exhale, clasping your hands back behind you. And just keeping your hands over your heart center. Just relax. Feel through your feet. How grounded do you feel right now? How does your breath flow feel? That pranic energy. Now for a moment, take your feet completely together and sink down into intense pose. So the weight is in the heels. Lift through your chest. You can either keep your hands over your heart center or you can extend your arms up and overhead. So just try and stay in this space as central as you can. Feeling secure and supported by your pelvis. As we slowly and gently exhale and fold forwards again. Stepping your right foot back into a lunge, we're going to drop that knee. Right hand to the ground as you extend your left arm up towards the ceiling. We're just going to see if we can wrap that arm around the back. Rolling the shoulder just a little bit further. Slowly and gently come back round to the center. Now rise. Palms together and squeeze. Try and direct the energy of your breathing down into those hips. And again, slowly release. Hands come down. Push back into downward dog. Floating forwards into a plank position, but this time you can either be off your knees if you want to. Exhale to lower. Inhale into up dog or cobra. Knees and lift. Exhale back into downward dog. Lifting your right leg in the air, pressing that left heel down towards the ground. Really try and lift that leg. We're going to bend the knee and see if you can open that hip just a little bit further. And when you're ready, slowly sweep that leg through, plant it down, dropping your back knee. Left hand to the ground and open your right arm up towards the ceiling. And again, just wrapping that arm around the back if that feels good for you. Slowly and gently release. Inhale, rise, palms together and squeeze. Slowly and gently releasing your hands down towards the ground. Pick up your back foot and step in. Feet together and fold. And if you want to, you can just place your hands at your calves, bringing the nose down towards the knees, or hold at your elbows, wherever feels most comfortable for you. Softly sinking down into your legs, bring your hands over your heart center. Just breathe and hold for a moment. Inhale, rise all the way up to the ceiling. Squeeze and lift. And exhale, coming back down again into that seated pose, rolling your shoulders back. Stay strong in your legs, nice and central in your position as you can. And if you want to, you can extend your arms again up towards your earlobes. Feeling really grounded in the space that you occupy. And on your next breath, exhale and fold forwards and down. Stepping your left foot back into that lunge now. Good. Pressing the hips forward, and again, that left hand down as you extend that right arm. And if you want more, you can wrap the arm around the back and try and bring the shoulder towards the knee just a little bit closer. Deep breaths. And on your next breath, slowly and gently release. Push back into downward dog. Hips up and back. Floating forwards into your plank position. Knees on or off the ground again as you exhale to lower. Inhale into up dog or cobra. Exhale back into downward dog. Raising your left leg this time, pressing that right heel down towards the ground. Bending the knee to open the hip. Really squeeze the buttocks to bring it a little bit further. And then when you're ready, sweep that leg through and plant it down on the ground. Again, you can either keep that knee on the ground or lift it. I'm going to demonstrate on the ground tonight. So we've got your right hand down and extending your left arm. And see again if you can wrap that arm around the back, the shoulder towards the knee a little bit further. How far can you reach? How much can you deepen the breath in this position? Slowly and gently release. Come back through to center. Lift feet together and fold. So again, your hands you can either hold at your calves or at your elbows. Try and relax your jaw. One last time, sitting down into your intense pose. Hands just over heart center. Listening into your body now. How do you feel? As you inhale to rise, palms together and squeeze. And exhale, clasping your hands back behind, open through the chest, rolling your shoulders back and down. Wonderful. Grab a quick drink if you want one. And then we're going to come into a nice wide pose. We're going to work with angle pose and then into triangle. So first of all, feet nice and wide. So as wide as you would be in a warrior two position, and just trying to align your heels as much as is possible. We're going to sink down into the legs, lift with the chest. So you're pushing the outside edge of that heel away as you sink down. Good. Now just hold a warrior two position for a moment, just looking over the middle fingers. Just listening to your body in this position. How does it feel? Try and roll the shoulders back. Checking that knee doesn't try to collapse in. And as you exhale, just try and go a little bit further into it. Just holding for one more breath here. And on your next breath, we're going to place the elbow down to the thigh as you lower the hip down with you. So you want a nice straight angle. Now if you want more, you can reach down for the calf or for the ground. can, reach that arm around the back. Try and roll the shoulder back and down as much as you can. I'm just taking a few deep breaths here. If you do want more on this, you can clasp your hands back behind, turn the shoulder, but you don't have to do that. And if it's too intense for you, you can place the elbow back onto the thigh. So choosing what suits you best. Now you're probably going to find this is getting a little bit tedious now. So if you need to come out of it at any point, then please do. But we want to build that heat and that stamina in the muscles as much as we can in this position. So just take a couple more deep breaths. One last deep breath there. Sorry, I just read on there, this too shall pass. The pain in your thighs, this too shall pass. One last breath as you slowly straighten that leg now. Just pressing the hip away. So this is quite a wide stance. If you want to make it a little bit smaller, if that feels uncomfortable at all, then just bring the legs a little bit closer in. Pressing the hip out and breathe into it. You can look up towards the top hand or look down towards the ground. And again, if it feels more comfortable, you can wrap that top shoulder. Take some deep breaths now in this position. Try and relax the feet, making sure you're not scrunching up your toes. Breathing into it. One last deep breath there, and then slowly and gently, just a little sun warrior movement, just opening through the hip. You don't have to bend too deep in that right leg. And slowly and gently release. Just bringing your feet back into the center. Wonderful. Just move your hips around a little way, releasing any tension that may be accumulated there. And then turn in the other way. So a nice wide stance for your bound angle pose. I think I need more room here, huh? Shall I step back a little bit? There we go. So extending into warrior two first of all. So just hold in that position. Knee nice and wide. Make sure that that knee and the ankle are nice and aligned there. Rolling the shoulders back and down. Good. Just taking a couple of deep breaths here. Can we manage just two more breaths like this? Really absorb yourself internally, into your body, into your hips, into where you feel this. And then on your next breath, we come down, extending that arm as you lower the hip with you. And again, you can either stay here or you can come a little bit lower. As long as it feels okay for you, feels safe. And wrapping that arm around for a little bit more. And I know not many of you are probably going to do this, but if you want to, you can hold and reach. I'm not going to do it on this side, purely because of my shoulder. And you can either look up or just look down towards the ground. Just stay for a moment now. Breathe and hold this position. Feel the heat starting to work up into your legs. Can you stay with me just for a little bit longer. One last deep breath, and slowly and gently we rise. So again, you might just want to pick up your back foot, bring the legs a little bit closer in, pushing the hip away, and press to open. Good. So continue now with those elongated breaths. Should feel like a nice sensation in your legs now. And if you want to, again, you can wrap that arm around. Just leaning back into it. One last deep breath, and slowly and gently as you rise, reaching up and back, only a small sun warrior, and very gently release. And just standing with your feet, toes out, roll the shoulders back and tuck the chin down. Placing your hands just over your heart center. So we've got a little balance for you to do on this next bit. So in this next position, if you want to have a drink, you can, by the way. We're going to come into King Dancer. So I'm just going to show you this from the side. So basically, we're going to see if we can just take a hold of your right foot into the right hand. Extend your left arm and have a go at just opening up through the hip. So you're pushing the foot into the hand into the foot to really open. Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze then. I don't know if I am or not. That's it. Breathe and hold. Stay strong with it. Squeezing the buttock to try and open that hip just a little bit further. And just soften your supporting knee. So this might be a tricky pose for you, or it might be one that you actually find easy. So choose whatever it is for you today. If you want to lean against something, you can to get the position with the leg, and then over time bring yourself further away from it. One last deep breath here, and slowly release. Bring that leg down and take it across the body, and just reaching over to the right side. Just a little side bend. If you want to clasp the hands, you can, and extend them overhead. Feeling that stretch. And slowly and gently release. And we're going to do that over again on the other side. So stepping your right leg out in front, we're going to take a hold, left hand and left foot, right arm extends, and again opening that hip to where you can. Now one side is usually a little bit trickier than the other. Choose which is your best side today, or maybe they both feel quite even. Just try and press and open, explore how you can take this pose without coming out of it. Just gazing down towards the ground somewhere. Bring your focus into your hip, into your body. Where is your stability today? Take one last deep breath. Oh, you come out of it. One last deep breath. And slowly and gently releasing that leg down. Take it across the body and reaching over to the left, clasping your hands and extend. One last deep breath there. And gently and slowly release. Bring back through to the center. Wonderful. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forwards and down. Just release your lower back for a moment now. Shake your legs off. If you want to, you can just come into gorilla pose for a moment. So just placing your hands under your feet. Relax the head, the neck and the shoulders. Just letting your knees bend. And on your next breath, releasing your hands shoulder width apart as you step back into downward dog. Gently come down onto your knees and sit back into child pose. If you want to, you can bring your arms back behind you for a moment. Very slowly and gently rising back up. Okay, we're going to come down to sitting. So this next pose, place your right leg down and see if you can bring your left leg on top. So don't worry if you can't do that, if that feels uncomfortable. You can always leave that leg out and in front, but try as much as you possibly can to hold that position. Just sitting up nice and tall. Relax the shoulders and the jaw. And try and flex your feet as well, so you're not letting them flop, flexing them. That will shorten the muscle and make sure you just sat right up on your sit bones. Good. So sitting up nice and tall, tucking the chin. Take a few deep breaths. And just see if you can listen in to what's going on here, maybe around this area as well. Let your shoulders drop down away from your ears. Deep breaths. And your next breath, we're going to revolve around to the right. So right hand up against your back, left hand on the knee. Inhale, lift, and exhale to look over the shoulder. Inhale, come back around. Prop up the other side, and exhale, look over the shoulder. through and extending forwards and down. Try and move from your hips rather than from your back. And softly rising back up. Bring your feet out, back behind you. We're going to lift your hips up and back, rolling the shoulders back and down. I'll show you that from the side. So just going to lift your hips up, rolling the shoulders, nice deep breaths. Making sure that your shoulders and your wrists are nice and aligned as you do that. Very softly and slowly lowering your hips back down. Just extend your legs and fold from there. Slowly and gently rising back up, and we're going to swap over sides. So this time, you've got your right leg on the bottom and your left leg on the top. So make sure you've swapped over legs, sitting up nice and tall. Hang on a minute, I think that's the way I did it last time, wasn't it? Make sure you do the other leg to what you just did. So I think we just did there, right leg on the bottom and left leg on the top. Lifted through the chest. Now it might not be exactly the same on both sides, but again, just go with where your body is right now. If you do want to, you can use cushions or a prop under your knees if you can't quite get your legs down. So, but over time, the more you practice it, the better it will become. Just take a few deep breaths now. Allow your jaw and your shoulders to relax. When you're ready, we're taking that walk around to the left this time first. So inhale, lift, and exhale, look over the shoulder. Try and drop the shoulders away from your ears as much as you can. Every inhale you lengthen, every exhale you rotate further. Breath, inhale, revolve, exhale. Again, dropping those shoulders down, keeping length through your spine as well. Listening for any pops and cracks along each vertebrae as you free up space along Shoshana. And then again, we inhale, come back through to centre, and exhale, extending forwards from the hips. Try trying to relax into it as much as you possibly can. And then again, rising back up, place your hands behind you and burn across your legs. So make sure your shoulders and your elbows are nice and aligned, your wrists, and lifting your hips. Rolling the shoulders back and down. And your feet need to be far enough forward so that your knees are supported by your ankles. Slowly and gently lower your legs back down, straighten and fold forwards. Relax the shoulders, the jaw. One last deep breath here, and slowly and gently just start to release. Now just bending one leg as you exhale, fold forwards and down. So I'm choosing my right leg to do this. And slowly from there, as you rise up, placing your left hand back behind you, lift your hips up and open. Slowly and gently release, and coming back down and swapping over legs. So again, just folding forwards, relax the shoulders and the jaw. On your next breath, slowly again, just releasing that arm back behind you. Lift up onto your knee and open through the hip. Slowly and gently release and relax back down. Good. Just bringing yourselves up a little way onto your knees before we come back down towards the ground. Place your hands back behind you, curl your toes underneath. Just going to come into camel pose, squeezing the hips forward, rolling your shoulders back. So really feeling that back bend now, opening through the front of your body. We're just going to hold this for a few breaths. If you would like more, you can reach down for your heels as you press those hips forward. Choose the position that suits you best today. But make sure that you're not leaning back. You need to make sure you're keeping that back bend if you've got your hands on your heels. Squeezing the buttocks to protect your back. taking one last deep breath here. Slowly and gently releasing your hands and coming down into a child pose. We're just going to get low towards the ground. You can take your knees wide if you want to. You could tuck your arms in if you prefer as well, or keep them out in front. And really tuck the crown of the head down towards the ground. Slowly and gently rising yourself back up. And bring it down onto the floor. So just bringing the legs out in front of you. And as you lay down, bring your knees in towards your chest. Just rock them around. Just loosening up any tension in your lower back. And slowly reaching down for happy baby. So you can bring the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, or reaching for your ankles or your shins. Making sure your lower back stays down on the ground. Slowly and gently releasing your feet down. Feet hip width apart. Palms by your side. And just squeeze and lift your hips up, clasping your hands and walking your shoulders under, and just tucking the chin down to lengthen the back of your neck. Now you can stay here if this is enough for you. If you want more from this, you can extend one leg and press the hips up just a little bit higher. And then swapping over sides. So lift and extend and lift the hips up more. Slowly release. Just take a couple more deep breaths. Very slowly and gently releasing your hips back down towards the ground. We're going to come into a plough and shoulder stand. So if you'd rather not do these two, you can find a wall, placing your legs up against the wall and stay in that position. Or if you're coming with us on this, let me just try and get into a position where you can actually do this. Lift your legs up and over, planting your feet down on the ground behind you if you can reach. If not, you can use props, so you could grab a chair or land your feet on the sofa, or let them go all the way. And when you're there, just extend your arms back behind you. Try and straighten the legs if you can, tucking the chin down, lengthen the back of the neck. And just stay away for a few breaths. Again, taking your mind with ease. Take your awareness to where you feel this, how it feels. And on your next breath, you can stay in the plough if you prefer, or you can come up into a shoulder stand. Try and bring your legs together. Hold in this position. Slowly and gently coming back down into your plough. Releasing your hands, slow and gently, one vertebra at a time. Bring your hips back down towards the ground and bring your legs down. One last pose to finish this practice today is the fish. So with the fish, we're going to sit on your hands, extend your legs away and lift up onto your elbows. Just see if you can place the crown of the head down on the ground as you hold this position. Opening through the heart center. See if you can manage just a couple more deep breaths here. Breathing through any tension. Very slowly lifting your head, placing it back down, and bring your knees in towards your chest. And just have a little rock around for a moment. Now this wouldn't be complete without a little bit of a twist. So placing your feet down, stretch your arms, dropping your knees over to the right, head to the left. Try and allow your legs to relax as much as possible. Relaxing your upper body. Slowly inhale, bring your knees back through to center. And exhale the other way. And just notice if one side feels more ease than the other. Bringing yourself back through to the centre, feet together, just dropping the knees wide. And you can either leave your arms to the side, rest them on your body, or extend your arms overhead. Just choose what feels good for you today. Making sure you're distributing the weight evenly through the pelvis. Try and allow your body to relax. Take your breath deeper if you can. On your next breath, if you want to, just bringing your knees back in and just hold in this position for a moment. Again, deepening the breath. Okay, we are ready for your relaxation. So when you feel ready, you can stay where you are if you prefer, or if you want to pop some warm things on, go and grab yourself a nice nest now and bring yourself as relaxed as you possibly can be. If you want to pop some socks on or grab a blanket, anything like that. If you want to grab a drink as well, you can. Just preparing now for your meditation. Okay, so just take, if you are already ready for your meditation, just lay in Shavasana, in the corpse pose, and begin to take a few deep breaths. So back in just a moment. Hopefully you are in your nest now, or nestled down, nice and comfortable and ready for this meditation. So we're still focusing on the sacral center, but we're working right now with pleasure. So what I would like you to do is to just find that comfortable position, start to relax, closing your eyes. Just noticing the natural, normal breath for a moment now. Just that natural breath flowing in and out. You could breathe through your nose and out through your mouth if you like, or you could breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Choosing what feels best for you at this time. Now I want you to notice the flow of the movement of the breath and how that feels through your body. you want to make any gentle movements with your body right now, you can. Just gentle movements like you would make if you were in bed, maybe rocking from side to side slightly, rolling your head around just a little, maybe rolling your hips from side to side. As you do this, just think about the relationship you have with free movement. How free does your body feel to move? How free does the breath feel to move around your body? So just thinking about that freedom right now, every in-breath you take, where does it go? Where does it reach to? How does it feel in your body? The sacral center is our creative center. And when we move our bodies like we have today, with forward movements and back bend movements, and working them and weaving them together, it helps to create that flow. So you may have felt some energetic shift in the sacral, so around the lumbar spine, around the lower back. So if you feel there has been some blockage there, just gently move your hips around as you lie down. Take a few deep breaths as you do this, freeing up any of that. If you want to bring any massage to that area, if you want to just gently lift so you lift your back and give yourself a gentle massage across there, or even massaging around your shoulders, where does it feel like you have blockages there energetically or muscularly? Just explore what feels good to your body right now, what feels nice. And just exploring pleasure right now. What is your relationship to pleasure? Do you allow yourself pleasure? Or do you sometimes feel like you don't deserve it? Or you push it into corners? Maybe there's a fear of what brings pleasure isn't always good for us. But sometimes in feeling like that, we can deny ourselves of what we really need, what we can actually bring for ourselves. Your body is there to feel and to experience. So a good life is finding the balance between indulgence and denial. So again, now you can leave your movements if you wish and just come back to your breathing. Just notice, is there a difference now in where the breath goes, in the ease of the breath, moving through your body. So think about your life right now. Where do you already feel pleasure? Allow your mind to explore things that bring you pleasure right now in your life. And as you think about these things, just allow a little smile across your face. Maybe this is something that you will look forward to today. These are experiences that you've already had. And just as you think about these things, feel a calmness now moving through your body. A feeling of gladness and joy. If you have had those experiences, those feelings before, reawaken them now. Remember them. Have the experience of joy and harmony, however it is for you. And now think of a joyful experience that involves movement. Movement of your physical body. This could be dancing or anything else pleasurable. See if you can visualize yourself now making these movements and feeling that pleasure within you. Just watching yourself moving, enjoying that movement, feeling that movement. and noticing how freeing that is, not just for your body but also for your mind. You may even start to feel a warm sensation around your sacral center, around that lumbar part of your spine. Or maybe you're feeling it more through the front, just below the navel, around the sexual organs. But now I'm going to take you to a place that I feel most of you will enjoy and feel is a pleasurable place. Visualize yourself lay on a warm sandy beach, feeling the warmth of the sand beneath you, soothing your muscles, soothing from the crown of your head, along your shoulders, all along your spine, down through your arms and your hands, feeling the warmth of the sand around your lower back and your pelvis, your buttocks, all along your legs, down to your heels. Feeling that warmth as if you are lay on a hot water bottle, soothing your muscles, soothing your bones, nice and relaxed. And the warmth of this sand is allowing any pain or tension to just dissipate. You feel your shoulders starting to melt down into the ground. And the same with your back as well. And this warmth is not only soothing you on a physical level, it is also soothing you mentally and emotionally. It has brought you into a space of security and safety, feeling calm and quiet on all levels. And on the front of your body, you can feel the sun, not burning you, but just gently warming you. Feel it around the lower tummy area. And as you feel it, it relaxes you even more. Your sacral center is open. You can feel the vibration of that wheel spinning and opening out. A beautiful warm orange extending through the front and the back of your body like a spiral of light. Feel that warm orange surrounding your body, but also within your body, working on all aspects of your being, your physical, mental, emotional and spiritual body. That warm orange. Just feel the gladness running through you, the support, the safety, this beautiful energy of warmth. And now that you are so open in your sacral center now, through movement, through asana practice, and through this meditation, we want to bring something to life here. This is your center of creativity. So what do you want to give birth to? What do you want to bring into creation in your life? What brings you joy? What makes you feel happy and content? This could be learning a new skill, expressing yourself through a hobby. There are many ways to create and bring this second chakra to life. So just try and think now what that creation is for you, what you would like to bring to life at this time in your life. And just make a simple statement now to yourself. Make a commitment to do this, to bring it to life. Try and allow a scene to play out in your mind, a vision of manifestation. What are you bringing to life? Now, as you bring this visualization into your mind, just bring a smile to your face once more. And knowing that this will manifest, that this will become a reality. And take that energy into your sacral. And as you do, feel an uplifting energy running through you. And to allow this to fully manifest in your life, make a promise to yourself now that you will allow yourself some unstructured downtime. Allowing yourself to tap into your expressive, inventive self. Make that promise now. And then on your next breath, make it deeper. Inhale very strongly. And exhale completely. Noticing how refreshing this breath feels all of a sudden. Allow yourself to relax into it. Feeling a newness running through your body. Hopefully feeling revitalized, lighter, more free. And on your next few breaths, you can start to move and stretch yourself once more. Just moving and stretching your body in your own way, your own time. Take as long as you need. When you feel ready, you can slowly sit up and open your eyes. There is no hurry. And if you are now back with your eyes open, sat up, just inhale, palms together, and exhale, hands over heart center. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.